We want to invite you to join us for Spiritual Renewal Week toward the end of August. It's going to be a very special theme this year. It's how to develop spiritual power. You know, we have so many different pulls on our time, on our energy, on our dedication, and it's important that we not only find time for those things that will bring us to our own higher self, to the fulfillment that we're seeking, but that we give it the kind of energy that will allow us to develop power in the search for God. As Master has explained, the greater the flow of energy, the greater the willingness, the greater the flow of energy, and the greater the flow of energy, the greater the magnetism. And so if we want to attract God or attract spiritual things into our lives, we have to develop a great flow of energy, and ultimately we have to develop a certain spiritual power, and that produces the magnetism to draw to us not only the people, the events, the outward things, but more importantly, it allows us to draw to us the consciousness, because God is sending his rays. He wants us to find our own fulfillment, but we can think of those, Master called them whispers from eternity. We can think of them as being difficult to hear. And so we have to develop a very powerful receiving station so that we can hear the whispers that God is whispering to us. So this week of spiritual renewal in Assisi, we will be, not only Devi and I, but many other teachers focusing on this theme of developing spiritual power. I hope that you'll be able to join us.
I think the question that came to my mind as I thought about this theme, how to develop spiritual power, is what is spiritual power? And there's, I think, a misunderstanding that people think spiritual power is the ability to manifest things or perform miracles or to draw to yourself, whatever you need. But true spiritual power is something very different. Swami Kriyananda told us a story that once someone said to Master, to Yoganandaji, your detractors, your critics, say that you've lost your spiritual power. And Master replied, I don't know that I ever had any spiritual powers. And so here he was, a great avatar, and yet who could manifest and just manipulate the time and space and all that. But he understood that true spiritual power was our attunement and our unity with God. And everything else flows from that. And so what we hope that you will be able to join us for this week, because what we'll be sharing, as Jyotish said, he and I, and a array of wonderful Ananda teachers, we will be sharing how to focus your mind, your heart, your consciousness on higher awareness, on God, on the source of everything from that gives us our life, whatever we may have in this life. But the true power is to live in God. And then no matter what happens in this world, which, as we know, is unstable and unpredictable right now, we have the ability to stand strong in ourselves. And as Master said, the yogi should be able to stand unshaken in the midst of breaking worlds. So true spiritual power is that deep calmness and centeredness and being able to stand unshaken no matter what comes. And not only for ourselves, but for the people around us, the people in our family, in our town, in our country. We need people, men and women of true spiritual power now, to help the world return to a state of harmony and cooperation and a feeling of world unity. So this week has great implications, and I think there will be something for everyone, whether you're a longtime follower of Yogananda's teachings or if you're brand new. I know that you will come away with tools and practices and understanding that will help you to live your life more effectively.